Tina, your maths teacher. Today in this video we will learn a new topic, money. Student, as we all know, our national currency is rupee. So in our previous class we have already learned about the conversion of our rupee to paise and paise to rupee. We have already know that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So 2 rupee is equal to how many paise? It is 200 paise. Similarly, we can convert our rupee into paise or paise into rupee. Now class, in this video, in this chapter, we will learn about new topics related to money. First is unitary method, profit and loss, and simple interest. Let's start with unitary method. Student, if we go to market to buy any article, then we ask the shopkeeper the price of the same. This is called the unit price. And by using this, we can find out the price of many article we want to buy. It is also happen that sometimes the shopkeeper tells the price of many article, but we have to buy the one. So how can we buy it? We learned it in the unitary method. Student, in unitary method, we use the two operations. First is division and second is multiplication, and in same order we use them. First, by dividing we find out the unit price, and second, by multiplying we find out the many article we want to buy. Let's take an example. If the cost of 4 pen is 48 rupee, then we have to find out the cost of 6 pens. So class, first we have to divide, and by dividing we find out the price of 1 pen. So what is the price of 1 pen? We divide 48 rupee by the quantity. It is 4. 4 pen cost is 48. Then we divide it. We got 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. 12 rupee. So class, we came to know that the price of 1 pen is 12 rupee. Now how many pens price we need to know? 6 pen. So in second step we what we do? Multiply. So the price of 1 pen is multiplied by the given amount. So 12 6 are 72. So class, we can easily find out the price of 6 pens. Similarly class, if we are going to find out the another quantity, we can multiply it in the price of 1 pen. Like if we are finding the cost of 10 pen, so 12 rupee multiplied by 10. If we are finding the cost of 3 pen, then 12 rupee multiplied by 3. So in unitary method class, firstly we have to find out the price of or cost of one article or one thing, then we can find out the many easily. Profit and loss. Student, profit and loss is very useful in our daily life process. It is useful in business, finance, and any other transaction we do in day to day life. Student, if we are going to buy anything to a shopkeeper, so we pay a price, but a shopkeeper also buy that thing to a vendor at a certain price, and then he sell it back to us, on which we pay the price. So student, the shopkeeper is in the condition of profit and loss. And how can we find out if we get profit or loss? It is depend on our selling price and cost price. So here we learn about two type of price. First is cost price. Cost price, on which price a shopkeeper bought that particular thing, or we can call it CP. And second is selling price, on which price the shopkeeper sell the thing, or we can say that on which price we bought the thing from the shopkeeper. So it is called SP. So class, our profit and loss completely depend on cost price and selling price. Student, if selling price is greater than cost price, like if we bought a thing in 100 rupee and we sold it in 120 rupee, so selling price is greater than cost price, so it is the condition of profit. And if cost price is greater than selling price, like if we bought a thing in 100 rupee and we sold it in 90 rupee, we bought it in 100 and sold it in 90 rupee, so it is the condition of loss. So our profit and loss is completely depend on selling price and cost price, on which price we bought it, on which price we sell. And understand it by using an example. There is an example: Raman buy a mobile phone for rupee 8,000 and sells it for rupee 10,000. So class, our cost price is 8,000 rupee and our selling price of the mobile is 10,000 rupee. So class, it is the condition of selling price is greater than cost price, and when the selling price is greater than cost price, it is the condition of profit. And class, for finding the profit, what we have to do? We have to subtract cost price from selling price. So our selling price is 10,000 rupee and our cost price is 8,000. So 10,000 minus 8,000, we got the profit of 2,000 rupees. Simple. So we have to subtract. The student, let's take another example. That is, Preeta bought a bicycle for 2,400 rupees and sells it for 1,800 rupees. So class, here cost price is 2,400 rupees and the selling price of the bicycle is 1,800 rupees. So class, here the condition of cost price is greater than selling price. When the cost price is greater than selling price, it is the condition of loss. And class, for finding the loss, what we do? We subtract selling price from cost price. So our cost price is 2,400 and our selling price is 1,800. So after subtracting, we got 600 rupee as our loss. So Rita got 600 rupee loss after selling the bicycle. Now our next topic is simple interest. Student, if a person need money all of a sudden, for it may be for marriage purpose or for buying the property, or so many reasons are there. So a person borrow the money from the bank or money lender or another person. When he pay back the money to the bank or the money lenders, he paid back some extra amount to the users of money for a certain period of time. This extra amount is called the interest. So class, for finding the simple interest, we use mainly three contents. First, it is principal. What is principal? The amount we borrowed. The money we borrowed from the bank or the money lender, it is called principal and it is indicated by P. Second, rate of interest. Student, when we borrow the money, it is fixed. It is borrowed on the fixed rate of interest of the extra amount. It is called rate of interest, or we can say that R. And third is time. We borrowed the money always a fixed time, like for 2 months, 2 years, 1 year. So it is called time. And then as simple interest, we are going to find it. It is called SI. And then amount, it is include principal or SI. So class, firstly we have to learn how can we find out the simple interest. So class, for finding the simple interest, we have a formula there. It is principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time upon 100. By using this formula, we can easily find out the simple interest. If a person borrowed a money of 3,000 How can we calculate the simple interest of it? So class, simple interest formula is principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time upon 100. So our principal is 3000 rupee, our rate is 5 and our time is 2 years and it is divided by 100. So we can divide 2 zeros there. So 5 2s are 10 and 10 3s are 30. So we got 300 rupee interest there. Similarly, if the another principal rate and amount is given to you, then we can calculate it by using this formula. If it told you that you have to find out the amount also. So class, for finding the amount we have a formula. That is, for finding the amount we have a formula principal plus SI. Like I already told you, in amount principal and simple interest is included. So our principal is 3000 and our simple interest we already find it is 300 rupees. So our amount which we are going to pay back is 3300 rupees. By using both formulas we can easily find out the interest and amount.